8.
You're watching the Experience Comic Culture and Sales. Streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
2, 1.
Come on, say the line.
Hi, everyone. Good night. Buy lots of comics.
Buy lots of comics and good night. All right, and we got Bentley here. All right, let's roll that intro. You guys smell something funny? It looks like you're not watching Kickin' It anymore. You're watching Stickin' It with Onrie, the live shopping show, because you are going to smell some really good deals tonight. We got some really great comics here. I was just thinking about it. I was sitting on the couch playing Spider-Man with Alan, and Bentley was laying there, and he just farted so bad that I was like, oh, it's like Stinking It with Onrie. Sticking it with Bentley. All right, what's up, guys? How you doing? I am running on fumes. I am exhausted, but I am here. Alas, I am here, and I am so happy to be here with you guys. This morning, my two final guests, Mug Park and Melgam Dory, you guys know them from SketchUp. They were staying with me for the last week, and they just went home today. So I've been hosting 7 creators since last Wednesday, and have been making multiple trips to McCormick Place, which is like an hour each way for the convention. And I had the time of my life. It was an extremely busy show. I'm still kind of like reeling from it, and there were just so many things that I realized while I was on that show floor. And if you guys read my recent Facebook post, I share some of those thoughts. So. If you haven't done that yet, do it now! We got a whole new collection of books tonight, guys. Stuff that is so hot that when you see it, you better claim it. Because if you don't, you're going to miss out. And I'm telling you, there are some wickedly good deals. I didn't do much buying out in C2E2. Not for you guys. I only did buying for good old-fashioned Onrie right here. I picked up a bunch of stuff for me. Stuff is just going up in value right now. So I'm sticking with I'm keeping my nose to the ground, and I'm sticking with my local comic shops, and I've been buying from them like crazy. So this collection today comes from North Shore Comics. We are going to be at North Shore Comics for Free Comic Book Day this weekend, doing a 5-hour-long live stream that's going to start at 8 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 10 p.m. Central, and 11 a.m. Eastern. We have Chuck Pino coming with me for the whole duration of the 5 hours. We're going to be selling comics to people in person and doing a live stream sale at the same time. Like always, you guys are going to have a chance to not only shop with us, but to shop with the other dealers that are in the area, that are like in the room with us. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be doing Free Comic Book Day giveaway bags too. So basically, in order to qualify for a Free Comic Book Day bundle, you have to spend $50. But after that, you get your Free Comic Book Day bundle. It'll include a bunch of books that we'll have in a bag for you, and that'll just be included to your order. If you are paid up with me, your stuff has been shipped out. If you have received your invoice and have not been able to pay yet, don't worry about it. You can still add stuff to your order. We're only going to do one show tonight, and then we're going to take the rest of the week off so that we can hit you hard and be ready for Free Comic Book Day. The collection I'm going to be busting out for Free Comic Book Day is all dollar books. We're just doing all dollar books. We're just going to have a really fun time blowing that stuff out, and I can't wait to see you guys for it. Tonight's show, we're sticking to the basics. You spend $25 with me, you get to spin the wheel. $50, you get free shipping on your order. I have some runs here that were months in the making that have come together tonight finally. So I'm so glad to be able to share that stuff with you. We got Leonard Pig, Gigi Kompan in the house. We got James Patrick in the house. We got JD saying he wants to snuggle that puppy. Kenneth, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's get to it. We got some good books tonight. All right, we're going to start off with Batgirl number 35. This is the first time Babs is wearing this cool new outfit. This is the debut issue, which I think is pretty important. This is going to go for $10, and it's in really good shape. This is a FOMO book from last week. Mr. Heath Hoxie, how you doing? Sent a big box of comics your way today. Should have them. You can start a brand new box with me. We got Batgirl 35. Great shape on this book. First printing. We're asking $10 on this. $10 on this tonight. FOMO book from last week. This is what remains. And the promo pick for today's episode. That Batgirl run, I really want to check that out, Tori. Tori, how you doing? Good to see you. Big hugs to you, Tori. I'm doing good, man. Heath, I'm just running out of fumes here. I don't even know how I'm here right now. If you guys think that after like the convention was done, I got a chance to like rest, that didn't happen, and it won't happen until Free Comic Book Day is over. So, yeah, I'm here, but I'm having a good time with you guys. And I'll tell you right now, some of the folks I worked with this weekend, they're just nonstop. Like, I know Ron and Chris, they both have jobs, so they worked all weekend at C2E2, commuted back to California. There's a time adjustment. And then Monday morning, Chris has to go teach because he teaches, and Ron's working on another gig. And Ted had to come out here for the convention, and then he drove home and had a shoot the next day because he does film work on the side too. That's like another branch of his business. So, everybody I was with, Shannon, my friend Shannon, who was working the Hero Initiative book. Hero Initiative, by the way, raised $12,000 this weekend at C2E2, which I think is fantastic. Everybody's working, so I guess I'm working too. But I had a really good time with Mel and Mog. Mel's my homie. He's my brother from another mother. I'm just going to say that right now. So is Mog. She's my sister from another mister. Yes, the cap song will get you through the show. If I have any Captain America comics tonight, Heath, I'm going to do it. Yeah, Mel and Mog are the best. These two people are not just friends; they're family now. I mean, like I don't care. There's no spoken agreement of it. I'm just stating it here now. I had so much fun cooking with them, enjoying the finer things in life with them. Having great conversations with them. There's just so many wonderful things that happened over the weekend, and oh my God, I just realized I didn't even thank one very important person in my post about C2E2 today. And I feel like a complete jerk for having forgotten about him because he is my brother, and I'm such a jerk. I can't believe it. Oh, God. So Sunday night, I actually had dinner with another comic book publisher. His name is Jibba Anderson. And it was him, Fabrice, Mog, Mel, and my friend Barb, who's now a comics creator. Or she's a creator. She's got a book coming out soon. And it's going to be awesome. And actually, it's available now, but it's only available digitally. And she's working on publishing, and I've been kind of showing her the ropes, and she's figuring things out for herself. And it was really great to see her, fall into place for her. And the way my approach to mentoring has always been to help people find their way as opposed to following some set path, and yeah, so. Lots of emotions, but we had a really great dinner with Jibba on Sunday night, and I got to meet his family, and it was they had this wonderful house in Evanston, which is about like 30 minutes outside of the city, and it was just a perfect night, and it was just me and all these really wonderful people that I know who I'm very close with in the comics world, and we just had a really great time. So it's things like that. That's what makes everything worthwhile when it comes to working in this field. All right. Well, actually, what we were really doing secretly, like on the outside, I'm like painting this really nice picture. What we were doing was we were reenacting a Gigi Allen concert in their backyard in Evanston. And I was G.G. Allen, too. So I was like, all right, guys, just throw a bunch of shit on me, all right? Just right over here. Sticking it with Onrie. All right. Oh, don't forget about the pig intestines and the blood. Please, come on, guys. You got to make it look real. It's got to look real. Otherwise, no one's going to believe me. We're doing it for you guys. It's a G.G. Allen reenactment concert, and it's going to air on Free Comic Book Day. We're going to play it for a bunch of kids. It's going to be a good time. All right, I have Fantastic Four 237. That's going to go for 5. Canceled again. Oh, man, that's funny. Now that we got love, what are we going to do? All right, I got Amazing Spider-Man 245, newsstand edition. This is where Spider-Man finds out that Hobgoblin is really a dude with a lot of hair. And it's not just any kind of hair. It's brown hair. All right, this is going to go for $15 on this. We got Chris. We got Don Johnson. Better late than never. Hey, Don, if you're not first, you're last. Don't forget that, buddy. Silk number 1. Silk number 1 is going to go for $5. Another thing that was really cool was going to the Heroic Awards. We didn't end up winning. However, I feel like everybody who was a finalist won something in some way, in some indirect way. First off, we got some really nice gift bags for being a part of the Heroic Awards. But on top of that, some of the people that I've worked with actually were involved with books that did win the awards. So that was really cool. But it was the process of getting there that was really cool. And Mog and I were both nominated, and we were walking together. And it was just, I felt like I was with an equal, and it was such an amazing experience. And she's someone I respect so much. And she was so great with my kids. I absolutely love Mog. And I'm so glad both her and Mel are part of the experience. It's like literally, we had a great time. I'm a loser again. Now with that name, you cannot lose with a name like Don Johnson. I agree with Jay 100%. You are not, you can't. The only way you could lose is if your name is Dick Butkus. And the last person who made fun of Dick Butkus for his name died in a football game. He actually killed a man once in a football game. Dick Butkus. That's a name. That's a name that, actually, I don't even know. What is a loser name? Don't say Finn Jones. Okay? That's not a loser name. I'll show you guys I'm not a loser. I've been doing tying bow for 3 months now. I got Sensational Spider-Man 32. We got a Clayton Crane cover here. Clayton Crane! Yes, that's right. This is going to go for $5. And I've never shown this book off ever. So it's never been a FOMO book, nothing. You guys are seeing this book for the first time. Clayton Crane cover on Sensational Spider-Man, number 32. That's going to go for 5 buckaroos. Lady Pendragon, Dragon Blade, number 1. That's going to go for $4. $4. And then I got Justice League, number 67. We got a variant cover here by Lozano. Lozano. All right. This is going to go for $5. $5 on this. And then next up, I got The Incredible Hulk, number 286. We got King on the cover. This is going to go for $4. Sensational. It's cleaned by James Patrick. Oh. Lady Pendragon fell. Oh, poor Lady Pendragon. Okay. Justice League here. I have Ghost Castle number 3. This is going to go for $5. $5 on Ghost Castle. Actually, no, sorry, $4. $4 on Ghost Castle number 3. This is going for $4. We need to move this book. Very eager to move this book. $4 on Ghost Castle number 3. Evil spirit, leave this room, I command you. And you know when a woman tells you what to do, when she says I command you, you better listen. Because if you don't, you're going to get hit upside the head with one of those like dough roller things. What are those things called? Those mallets? They're not mallets. They'll tase you, bro. You'll get tased. Don't tase me, bro! Okay, that's going to go for $4. Ghost Castle number 3. If that doesn't sell that book, there's no hope for me. The rolling pin. Thank you, Chris Steiskell. Whenever I'm at a loss for words, that's when my lawyer comes in to correct me. Thank you very much. And I was just checking to make sure my fly was zipped up this time. I've been on the air before, and I've had my zipper there, and Chris Steiskell, he'll text me and be like, "Sir, your zipper's undone." And I'm like, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. That's like quiet on set right there. He used to do shows, and there'd be this weird message, he would have his zipper undone. But all right, guys, I wear underwear, okay? They're not tight either. They're very loose fitting, so you can't see anything, okay? We keep everything that happens here at a PG level. Thank you. That's why we have Chris Deiskell as our attorney. Thank you. Appreciate it. Kids may be watching. That's absolutely true. And James, we are going to pray for you. Good luck tomorrow at the hematologist, man. That's a hard PG. Onrie endorses Calvin Klein, not Fruit of the Loom. Fruit of the Loom can suck one. Fruit of the Loom. Unless one of you guys works for Fruit of the Loom, in which case we love it. Love it. Love everything. All right. Elvira meets H.P. Lovecraft. We got a variant cover here. And I absolutely love Elvira. I have such a crush on her. I'd let her beat the crap out of me. Let her tie me up and zip up my fly. Oh! $10. Oh, yeah! We got this book going for just $10 tonight. Hubba hubba. She would so kick my ass. She'd just be like, "Sorry, kid!" And that would be it. I'd let her sure you kid me. All right, let's keep going. Cancel. There we go. Another Fantastic Four book. We have Fantastic Four 235 here. This is going to go for $5 as well. Now, keep in mind, these Fantastic Four books, I haven't really told you guys much about them, but they're John Byrne Fantastic Fours, and they're early John Byrne Fantastic Four. You do not want to snooze on these books. I don't run a deal right now. If you're bold enough, and you're brave enough, and you're smart enough, I'm going to knock $1 off each one if you buy them as a set. $8 on the Fantastic Fours now as opposed to 10. How's that sound for a deal? I'd buy that for $8. That's what you got to be thinking right now. All right. No, she'd still kick my ass. In the golden years, she's like Pai Mei. She's like Pai Mei. She's in that part. I'd have to feed her a poisoned fish or something. And that would be after she plucks out my eyeballs. That's how it goes. Moo! Moo! All right, let's keep going here. We got Night Stalkers #1 sealed in the poly bag. That's going to go for $5 buckaroos. $5 on this. Night Stalkers. We got a bonus poster inside. Ghost Rider 28 is the next book that comes after this. And then if you want to follow this Rise of the Midnight Suns, this is really good stuff here. Night Stalkers #1 is going to go for $5. I got MD. Original EC Comics from the 1950s. This is a reprint. I think it was printed up in 86. This is going to go for $3 right now. I love these covers. About to perform surgery, doctor. You need to really pay attention to what you're doing here. You go up the anal gland and all around the corner there. Dr. Allen, Dr. G.G. Allen, can you prepare the fecal matter, please? All right, this could go for $3 for MD. How am I doing tonight, guys? I don't know if this is rage selling or crazy selling. Yeah! 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 That's right. That's right. The price is right tonight. We got Marvel Team Up number 80, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Clea. So Spider-Man gets to get in the middle of Doctor Strange and Clea's marital stuff here. Sets their house. Well, they set their house on fire because, it's crazy. But it looks like Doctor Strange is like possessed by something. Sounds like he just doesn't want to listen to his wife. What an idiot! Why would you do that? The whole point of getting married is to listen to your wife. The whole point of getting divorced is to not. All right. We got a story here by Chris Claremont, Mike Vosberg, the guy who drew She-Hulk with David Anthony Kraft. And there's Peter Parker, and he's just like, oh! Doesn't he look like he's really having a hard time passing it through? Is it Peter Parker? It looks like Peter Parker. Yeah, it's Peter Parker. He's fighting it looks like a man wolf or something. Fighting some wolfy thing. Bark, bark, bark. All right, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange and Clea, and Marvel Team Up number 80. That's going to go for $5 tonight. $5 days. All right, now this book right here, this set right here, is amazing. It's amaze balls, one would say. He's a sorcerer supreme. He doesn't have time to take out the trash, Clea. Yeah, he doesn't. He also doesn't have time to turn off the damn stove when she's making freaking food. He's making food. She's like, here, turn off the stove. I'm going to go jump in the shower. And he's like, I'm the freaking sorcerer supreme. I can't do that right now. I can't do that! Idiot! Moron! All right. Sorry. Oh, it's pretty evident why I am single. Ladies, I'm single. And ladies. All right. Okay. All right. It's terrible. This is awful. Really bad. This sucks. All right. All right. So I've been trying to put together this run for a while now. And I finally did it thanks to C2E2. Thank you, C2E2. All right. I was gonna, show a different finger. The Chinese middle finger. All right. Sorry. No, I didn't mean that. Don't take that. I was just kidding. Chill. Put in your applications now, ladies. All right. So I've been trying to put together this run for a while. I picked it out at another comic shop, and I got a lot of the run of Batman: The Return of Bruce Wayne. So this is part of Grant Morrison's run. And for those of you who read Infinity Crisis, was it Final Crisis? Batman gets killed at the end of that, but he doesn't die. He actually gets shot back into throughout time. So he falls back into like the prehistoric age when there were like cavemen and stuff, and that's where his journey starts. And he has to like become, not medieval, Conan the Batman. And it was actually a lot of fun how he figures out how to move forward in time. And then he ends up during the Salem witch trials, which is pretty cool. And then he goes, ha, I'm a pirate now. You check it's me, it's Captain Batman. Fairly be warned be thee, says I. All right. And then after that, he becomes a cowboy. we haven't seen that before. Then becomes a noir detective, like we haven't seen that before. And then Batman becomes Batman, and like we've totally seen that before. Boring. I mean, sorry, no, this is actually really entertaining, really great series. And yeah, this is how Grant Morrison brings back Bruce Wayne. So after Bruce Wayne got shot back in time, someone else had to take up the cowl. So it ended up being Dick Grayson. He was Batman for a little bit. And while that was happening, Bruce was finding his way through history. And you learn a lot about the Wayne legacy here and how it ties and how it becomes prominent as a result of Batman going through time, which kind of is a way of Grant Morrison showing how Batman created himself. It's pretty intense stuff. I am doing this entire run right now for $25. $25. These are all yours. All six parts of Batman: The Return of Bruce Wayne. It's a solid run. Set of Batman Bruce Wayne goes off to Bree. Bree, how you doing? Good to see you. She's okay, ladies. We're not referring to you, Bree. We're referring to something that happened before you popped in the show. I don't think it's appropriate to talk about right now. Not appropriate. What's that? Let's see. Yes. All right, this other run here is pretty wild. This is a really, really good series by two creators that I will say right now inspired the look and feel of my Easton Shin series. I kid you not. If it wasn't for Brubaker and Epting's run on Captain America, Easton Shin would be a very different looking book. Captain America was sort of like the roadmap for me, their stint on that. And then they went on to do this really cool series called The Marvels Project, where we see the Invaders team up for the first time. And I have the full run of this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at this cover. This cover's so badass. And then we got number 8. Captain America's like, woo! He needs some Old Spice. All right. But anyway, he needs to get some swagger. Captain America needs a deodorant. Sorry. I'm not gonna sing the song anymore. Human Torch. Got the Human Torch, and this is all Steve Epting's artwork on the covers here too. So, and he works with Frank Darmada. Or actually, I don't know if he works with Darmada on this. It says Stewart. He's happy. He's a happy little boy right now. I want to see what is going on here. By the way, I'm going to point something out here in just a second. Okay, Dave Stewart is actually the colorist on this. Sorry about that. Frank Darmada, I think, was coloring X-Force. So I think I was completely wrong about that. All right. Anyway, one thing I had a really wonderful conversation about. One of the many wonderful conversations I had while I was at C2E2 was about competition in the industry. Like, people saying these two companies being at each other's throats, and competition between other creators and all that stuff. I have come to believe over the years that competition is a fabrication, and it doesn't exist in comics. It's irrelevant in comics on all fronts, Marvel and DC included. These companies are not trying to compete with each other. They're trying to work off of each other in order to gain more readers, which is the whole point of why we're doing this and why we're here. And that's how businesses grow. That's how industries function. And, it's not like there's some vendetta from Marvel to see DC fail. In fact, the entire Marvel universe wouldn't exist if it wasn't for DC Comics. Because Martin Goodman, the publisher of Marvel, and the publisher of DC, they used to go golfing together. And when they were golfing together, the president of DC suggested that Martin Goodman start publishing superhero team books because Justice League is his bestseller. He goes back to Stan Lee's office, opens the door, and says, make a superhero book. And Stan Lee's like, Jesus! Jesus! And he created the Fantastic Four. And we have 2 issues of Fantastic Four right now going for just $8, dudes! Jesus! My leg fell off! Jesus! So that's what happened. I just told you all the history of Marvel. You're welcome. And now I'm bringing this all back. We're looking at a Marvel book here. And what's there an ad for in the back? A Batman game. The hypocrisy, right? Marvel hates DC. All right. All right. What's up, Steve? How you doing? It's all right, Roberto. Good to see you tonight, man. I'll be back on Saturday for Free Comic Book Day. All right. So I have Marvel's Project 1 through 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. How am I right now? I'm like Captain America. I feel good. Actually, Steve Rogers, he's in the house right now, so we actually have a Steve Rogers and Captain America. All right, Marvel's Project is going to go for, we got all 8 issues. I'm going to do this also for 25 tonight, 25 on the Marvel's Project. So the whole run, you don't got to chase anything down. Totally recommend this. It's some really, really good stuff. Another cool thing about it is, I think in some ways it ties to the main Captain America story that Brubaker did too. I remember hearing something about that, but I definitely read the whole thing, and it's a good run. You're not going to be disappointed with that series. Swear to me! All right, I have Prince Namor, number 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is going to go for just $10. It's a 4-part series published in 1984. Prince Namor the Submariner. That's going to go for $10. And then I got Elektra number 100. Elektra number 100 is going to go for just $4. Thank you very much, Kenneth. You have a wonderful night, man. All right, guys. Before we go to our commercial break, I'm going to pitch one more book to you. This is an important book. It's a very important book. We're doing an indie spotlight tonight on a really cool book that is put up by my man Paige Alfred with Page One Comics. This is a part of Comicsburg. Okay, Elektra gets called. James. Anywho, Alfred, who is the publisher of this series, was nominated for 3 different awards this week. It was Best Story, Best Lettering. We were competing against each other for Best Lettering, and I think it was Best Writing as well. So multiple awards. Alfred couldn't be at the convention this weekend. So he messaged me and he said, Onrie, if I win any award, I want you to accept it on my behalf. And we were running against each other for lettering. In fact, prior to C2E2, Alfred and I talked, and he actually told me that he pays a lot of attention to lettering. And after reading Blowtorch, I can honestly tell you the lettering in this book is superb. And of course it is, because there's a professional letterer who worked on it. So we have the first issue of Blowtorch right here. Blowtorch is about a special forces soldier who gets burned up and is now part of this like tactical team called Chess, and they are on this mission. And while he's driving to a certain place, he stops and gets gas, and his car gets stolen by a bunch of carjackers. He finds out where the carjackers are, and things get really crazy from there. Absolutely crazy. It's a wild read. I absolutely highly recommend this, especially since this book got nominated for so many different things. It almost feels like a superhero Tarantino book. And we have it available in a couple different ways. So I have this holofoil of number 1 and 2. This set together is going to go for $40. Duke, are we claiming that blowtorch? We also have the Tyler Kirkham variant cover here. That's going to go for $15. And then I have a couple of the A covers here. I have 3 A covers going for $5 a piece. And then I have Chess number 1. Chess number 1 is going to go for, let's see what the price is. This is from Second Sight. So we'll do $5 on that as well. Blowtorch foils go off to Bree. That is awesome. Thank you, Bree. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Support indie. Support indie, guys. I love it when you guys buy up my indie stuff. Tyler Kirkberry is gone to Duke. And Heath is claiming Blowtorch cover A. Woo! And if we sell out of our Blowtorch books, guys, have no fear. I will get more. I can get more from Alfred. Duke, welcome to the show, man. Thanks for being here tonight. It means a lot to me. Heath is taking a Blowtorch 1. Anybody want a Blowtorch chess set? It's gonna go for $10. And then I have one more cover A going for $5. Let's sell out of this book. One thing I love doing is having that conversation with my creative friends, letting them know that their books are selling out on Kickin It. It makes them feel good. It inspires them to create more stuff. Absolutely, Duke. No, thank you. Thank you for supporting indie. That is such an important part of what we do here. And the reason why I bought these books, guys, we were competing against each other for best lettering. And I told him I want to buy your books. He went and bought Warline for me back at MegaCon. And I'm like, all right, now I want to buy his books. And I'm going to sling them on here. And we just blew through the most expensive stuff. And all I need is just a couple more people here to show some love for this dude. Get issue 1 for just $5 or get issue 1 in Chess for $10. I'll also sell Chess number 1 to anybody who wants it for $5. Chess will tell you how Blowtorch came to be, I'm going to assume. And that came out through Second Sight Publishing. All right. We are in desperate need of a commercial break right now. So stick around. Stick around. We'll be back, and we're going to be busting out a new $2 bin. Support indie. Let's sell out of those books. We'll be back in a minute.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it.
Live from New York. What? Oh, sorry. Live from Cleveland? It's Friday night? It's Friday Night Live! With Nancy McCann. And Ricky. And sometimes Carlos. And featuring boxes and boxes of rare comics. Unique collectibles. Lots of smiles and conversations with new friends. Friday Night Live with Comics Unlimited. Friday night from 9 to 11 on The Experience.
I've got a problem here, okay? It's a very serious problem. We're like a couple months away from Deadpool and Wolverine. And for the life of me, I cannot sell a Deadpool book for the life of me. I have Deadpool versus Gambit #1 going for just $5 freaking right now. Five! Claim this book, Deadpool versus Gambit. This can't get any hotter than it already is. I mean, seriously, grab this book. How is this not sold yet? Also, Duke, I got you on chest #1. But for those of you who haven't claimed Blowtorch yet, please consider this book right here. I got 2 copies left, going for $5. That's it. You want Blowtorch? I got you. $5 on Blowtorch #1. Great book. No, Eddie, Warline didn't win, but we did win. We won the hearts of everybody around us. It was funny. I was like, when they announced the winner for like who won, the lettering, I was like sitting there and I was like, ooh. Then they announced it and I got up and I'm like, and then they said the winner and I'm like, oh. I just sat down like, this is not unfair. Yeah, I was mad. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. It was a lot of work. I was mad at the fact that it took so long and so much effort, and I felt like it was just so many things at once. It was the Mark's Kickstarter. It was this. It was so many other things happening at the same time that I felt like after we lost the People's Choice Award, I was like, okay, we got one more shot here after we got that nomination. I'm like, this is it. This is our chance. And we lost. But who cares? Honestly, this brought so much attention to what we're doing with Warline. They gave us a nomination badge. There's going to be other award ceremonies. This inspires us to work a little bit harder, maybe to do a little bit better. That was something Mog said as she was leaving the floor, because she also lost. And she said to me, I guess this just means we have to work harder. And I said to her, we work hard enough. And, but maybe there was a point to what she said. We do work hard, but, sometimes people just don't like you. Boy, wait Sorry, guys. I'm not really crying. I'm just faking it. You got to fake it till you make it. All right. Talking about that now. All right. Yes, you can do Batgirl. You can do Batgirl. I got you, bud. Now, that award is a win all around. And yes, like I said, I was in a bad mood. Ron Miltz was the one who slapped me back into reality. 100%. I owe that man a great deal of thanks. Another thing I wanted to point out too is I was down for a lot of reasons. Primarily, sales at C2E2 were not where I was expecting them to be this year. They actually fell by 50% of where they were the prior year. So that was really devastating. I was really upset about that. Our Kickstarter for Marks was such a grind, and then there was this heroic award thing, and it was the culmination of all that didn't make it, and I was just so upset. I was so incredibly upset because I felt like I deserved it. I felt like I worked hard enough, and if that isn't enough, then what the hell is? But then I had a conversation with another creator. And I'm not going to say his name, but I will tell you his story. He stayed at a whorehouse during the convention. Some dude tried to mug him, but because he was having so many problems with his room, he walked right past the mugger. The mugger's like, yo, man, give me your wallet. And he's like, listen, man, I'm about to kick the manager's ass here, so you're either coming with me or I'm going to walk right through you. And this guy passed up an opportunity to be at another convention and drove 12 hours to not only be at the Heroic Awards, but to welcome every nominee who was coming over to the ceremony. He was helping them out. And he lost. But he had so much passion. He was so happy to be there. He came over and he sat and watched me sell. He watched me get my ass kicked. And you know what? I tried so hard in front of him. That crowd at C2E2 was not an easy one. The prices at McCormick Place went up 75% this year. So people just were not in a buying mood. They were not in a stopping mood either. So we were on this main floor, and I only brought cheap stuff to sell. I didn't really bring anything expensive because I'm out of hardcovers right now for Eastern Shin. So I was just, doing my thing. And it was hard. It was hard getting all these rejections. But when I saw what that guy behind me had gone through, my friend, I was just like, what the hell am I bitching about? Like, I was in the black. We definitely made money this weekend. It wasn't as much money as we made last year, but we didn't lose money being at the show. Again, we got the nomination. We worked really hard. We brought so much attention to Warline, and this is just issue 1. Just wait until they see what happens with issue 2. There's going to be another Heroic Award. There's going to be another opportunity. And like Mog said, this is 100% right. We need to work harder. Now I need to I have to put the pedal to the metal and work harder. Try and tell that better story with issue 3 of Warline. Try and make it so that I, can live up to those expectations, that people have, that readers have, you guys have. And, so if anything, this whole thing made me realize just how lucky I am to be in this business. And I want to thank you guys for supporting Warline and allowing it to get to this point. I felt this was necessary to share because I didn't want you guys to think that I was coming out of this thing feeling like a loser. We won, okay? All of us won. We got to the final 4 in the, in the People's Choice Award. We were this close to taking it home. Next year we'll do it, I promise you. If you guys are with me, we're going to do it next year. And if it's not next year, it'll be the next year. We're going to keep going for it, and we'll get it. It's all right. But you know what? I had stiff competition, and I hope to God that I will have stiff competition every year that we submit to the Heroic Awards. And what a great initiative to bring attention to what we're doing in independent comics. No one ever pays attention to what happens in independent comics. It's always comics as a whole. So it's great that someone has just finally honed in and given us a chance to stand out. And the fact that Warline stood out against, I don't know if it was, they said 200 other submissions, that really says something. The judges were telling me that Warline was talked about when it came to selecting the finalists. We didn't lose. We won. We won in a different way. So that's my rant. Don't be upset. Oh, man, I was so close to rage selling. And I couldn't rage sell either because my friend Barb was there. And that took me back to my past. Because, like I said, C2E2 is where I got my start. This was the first major convention I'd ever done, and I did it every freaking year. Every year, C2E2 has been there. I've had my presence there. That place is my freaking dojo. So that's like home. That's my home base. And it is where I get my teeth kicked in the most. I have never had a good C2E2 where I haven't felt like I have been completely drained after the show, whether it was successful or not. I remember in 2022, we sold out 15 minutes after the show was done because I refused to be defeated by that show. And man, was that Sunday hard. But this year, I kind of thought about it a little bit differently. I thought about focusing more on the people that I was engaging with. And we had so many of our regulars coming back. And that's a really wonderful thing about being in Chicago. They were all buying up the newest issue of Warline, so we sold a lot of the variants, and a lot of those are gone now, which is really great. So I'm really happy. We had a tremendous experience out there. Everything's going absolutely great. If I've been silent, it's because I've been busy. I'm just really tired, and there's so much work going on. I'm actually going to be taking next week off. I'm going on vacation. I'm taking my nephew is graduating from college, so I'm going out to Denver for a week. So I won't be on the air next week. We got free comic book day, and that's it. And the reason why I'm doing that is so I can refocus myself, so that I can come back here and really give you guys my best. And don't think I won't be working while I'm out on the road. I'm planning to go to Mile High Comics. I've never been there before, and I plan to do a lot of creative. To get a lot of creative work done. So this is kind of like a work trip away from home. And I'm hoping this will help inspire some better quality writing for me. And this way I can really focus on what I'm trying to do with Warline and give you guys my best work. I don't think that comics are being pushed off to the wayside. I think it has to do with the economy and the fact that prices on everything have just gone up so dramatically. This has nothing to do with comics. Comics are fine. They're going to be okay. And I know this because of you guys. You guys are buying comics. As long as you guys are buying comics, everything's good. And we're ushering in the new future for comics all the time when we read stories to our kids, when we get them excited about these comics too. Comics are fine. They're selling great. What we need to do is get them to stop reading that stupid manga. No, I'm just kidding. If the day comes where manga is a big deal, then hey, that's what we'll be selling. I'm so glad that your friend likes Eastern Shin. See, someone actually liking our work matters more to me than winning an accolade, because that tells me that I did my first and foremost job, which is telling an entertaining story. Maybe not everybody is going to find Eastern Shin or Warline or Marks entertaining. That's okay. But the people that do will appreciate the story. And I can tell you this right now, anytime you read a comic that is published by me, you are getting 100% of me. It's not a half-measure thing. So that's why it takes me forever to release a comic. But that's how a lot of these independent guys operate. We all take our time. We all want to make sure our books turn out right, because we're not operating at the same level as Marvel and DC are. We are operating at a different level. And this is how we function. Oh, that's right. That Japanese book I gave David Moore for free. His interns are still working on it. All right. I need to shut up and start selling you some comics. New stuff. You ready? We got Batman Superman 17 going for $2. I have Daredevil Lady Bullseye Part 4 of 5 and Part 5 of 5, issues 114 and 115. This is going to go for $4. David Moore, you got to pick up Blowtorch if you haven't yet. This is a great book, our indie showcase. I got 2 copies left, going for $5 a pop. That's from Paige Alfred. He was. We were competing against each other for best lettering, and we both lost. We're like Ryu and Ken, him and I, like from Street Fighter. We just do the whole thing. Yes, you definitely need that. Okay, 1 copy of Blowtorch left. Can we sell this book out tonight? Can we sell out of this independent book? I believe we can. I think we can do it. Independent books have sold out on Kicking It before, but it's up to you guys to see if we can make it happen one more time. If we want to get Don Johnson in the room, see if he'd be interested in Blowtorch, I think he's going to love that book. If I'm being completely honest. Someone is going to want that book. Yep. Blowtorch is sold out. Excellent. Thank you guys so much for making this happen. Support indie comics, and I promise you I'll stock up on more.
Oh,
Peer
yeah.
pressure. Absolutely peer pressure. No, I'm getting you guys good comics. That's what I'm doing here. This is not peer pressure at all. Don, thank you so much for making it happen, though. I love you, buddy. I really appreciate you. You guys are fantastic. Let's get back to $2 comics here. I got Spider-Man team up featuring the Silver Surfer #2, going for $2. That's absolutely right. Sell out. Sold out. Sold out. I got Ghost Rider #25 going for $2. Marvel Knights Daredevil #19 is $2. We got Thor God of Thunder #4. That's going to go for $2. I got Grant Morrison, J.G. Jones, Final Crisis. So, Bree, you picked up that Batman run for me. We got Final Crisis Part 3 and Part 4 of 7 here going for $4. Daredevil's claimed by Heath. Heath is taking home the Daredevil. All right, I got some Gru here. Claim Ghost Rider. Gotcha. You guys are making tonight easy. I appreciate it. Oh, no, wait. I think David Moore claimed the Daredevil first. David Moore, I have another copy of Daredevil 19 at my warehouse. I know that for a fact. I will get you covered too. So you guys both won. That's not going to be a hard book for me to find. I'll be at the warehouse this week getting ready for Free Comic Book Day. I know I have it in my collection. I'll just sell it to you at the same price. All right. Both of you guys win. We got Sergio Aragon's Gru the Wanderer #18, #19, #23, #29, #32, and #103. This is from Marvel Epic Comics. These books are actually from Dreamland Comics, by the way. I've been diving over there. Picked up some other cool stuff that you guys will see on Free Comic Book Day. Really cool stuff. This is going to go for $12 tonight on Gru. Gru the Wanderer. I have Silver Surfer, #20. This is a pretty cool cover. It kind of reminds me of the video game. Do you guys remember the Silver Surfer Nintendo game? I always wanted to buy it, and I never got it, and I never played it. 21. 22. Has anybody played the Silver Surfer game? 23. We got the #2 annual and the #3 annual and the #4 annual and the #5 annual. This is silly. We got such good Silver Surfer stuff here. James is claiming it. 2, 4, 6, 8. James, I'm going to do these at $16. Thank you, sir. 16 on the set. Yeah, I never played it. I always wanted to play it. So there used to be this kiosk at the mall that was like by my house, and they sold Nintendo games from it. But then they had another video game store called Babbage's, which mainly focused on PC games, and then it eventually turned over to consoles. So across from Babbage's was this little kiosk that sold console games, like all the Nintendo stuff. And they had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and Ninja Gaiden and X-Men, Silver Surfer, and I wanted these games so bad. And I finally played Wolverine, and Wolverine just sucked. Wolverine was such a bad game, the LJN game. I have memories of it, but when I went back and replayed it, I was like, this game sucks. Like, you're never allowed to use your claws, and like your health is always draining. I hated that game. That was really disappointing. I don't know how the Silver Surfer game was, but I heard it was kind of the same thing. And I played that X-Men game. I was so upset at how bad that X-Men game was. The next day, my dad took me back to Babbage's. We returned X-Men, and I got Ninja Gaiden 2, and I was so happy. Ninja Gaiden 2 was the bomb. That game was awesome. Hard as hell, but a great game. I played the heck out of it. Loved the original Ninja Gaiden trilogy. Yeah, the X-Men Origins game was pretty good. Didn't they have Mark Hamill do the voice of Logan for that? Yeah, it was a good game. Oh no! You're thinking of the other one on the Xbox. I was thinking of X2 Wolverine's Revenge, which came out in the PS2 era, and it was Xbox as well. Anyway, let's get back to slinging comics. I got Savage Dragon 39. See, I could be a nerd. 40, 47, 49, 56. Grab all of these books here, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got all 5 at 10. All 5 at 10. Want to be alive. Oh, sorry. It's good to be alive. I got Detective Comics 1030. We got what's his face? Lee Bermejo cover here. Yes, absolutely. That's gonna go for $2. Detective Comics 1030. I got Detective Comics 1033 going for $2. Detective Comics 1050, 1051. Some wicked variants here. All by Lee Bermejo. This is a really badass one. There's like the legacy of Batman there. Really cool. Detective Comics 1050 and 1051, and then 1033. Time for a Birthquake. Yeah, I haven't come across that book in a while. I keep thinking when you talk about Birthquake, I keep thinking of that scene in Training Day when that guy was like, "Have you ever had your shit pushed in, man?" You know, it's like, have you ever had your Birthquake pushed in, man? All right. Detective Comics gets called in full by Don Johnson. That is 4. So Don gets it at 8. Heath made a claim on Savage Dragon. Savage Dragon. That'll go for $10 to Heath. Do I have any other claims? All right, I got. Have you ever had your Birthquake pushed in, man? All right, we got Dark Knight's Death Metal Justice League number 57 going for $2. Future State Dark Detective number 1. Holy crap. That's going for $2. Future State Wonder Woman 2, $2. All the stuff that's new tonight is awesome. You guys are going to have plenty of opportunities to grab on some really cool stuff. There is some early Spawn books coming up for $2 a pop. And don't forget, we got FOMO too. I have Wonder Woman 772, 774, and 779 going for $6. $6. More Wonder Woman too. The more Wonder Woman, the merrier. Wonder Woman 784 is going to go for $2. Okay. Got more Wonder Woman here. So if you want to grab the whole set, Heath, at 8. The Dark Detective is right here. Dark Detective number 1 going for $2. Heath, I was thinking of you all weekend when I was at C2E2. I mean that sincerely. Because you have been shopping with me now since LA Comic Con. which was a really hard show for me. Didn't know that. To put it into perspective for everyone watching the show right now, my performance at LA Comic Con was identical to C2E2 this year. And it was at LA Comic Con. I thought to myself, man, that was a really bad show. But yet, it's how Heath and I connected, was at a convention at LA Comic Con. That changed everything for me. That turned that show into the greatest success for me. So Heath, I just want to let you know, I was thinking about that when I was getting rejected by everybody. I was like, where's my next Heath going to be? And that's what gives me the strength to keep going on at these conventions. Even if the sales are not where they were before, because it's you guys that are carrying me after that point. So if I engage with you at a convention and all you do is buy my comics, that's great, and I hope you enjoy them. But that's just the start of our relationship. That's what I'm hoping is the start of our relationship. All right. Duke is asking about the Incredible Hulk. We got number 286 here going for $4 right now, Duke. And actually, I just noticed this. It's got a tear at the corner here. I'll do it for $3. $3 on this. Dude, Keith, thank you. I appreciate you, man. If I can reach that next person just by being a little bit calmer, by, refocusing myself on what's important, that's what's going to carry it over. That's really what's going to determine whether or not a convention is a success or a failure. And I appreciate you. You've been shopping with me every week. I value you all so much, but I want Heath to know I was thinking of him specifically because I know that I met him at a con. I know I've met some of the other guys from conventions too, but he's somebody that's of recent memory, which is really great.
Hey, Onrie, I think he was looking at the 3 books to the left of Hulk.
Oh, okay. All 3 of them? Okay, all 3 of them. Sorry. God, sorry. I was ranting. Don't do that. All right, I got Justice League 67. It's got a $6 price tag, but I'm doing it at $5. Lady Pendragon number 1 is going to go for $5. I'll do it for $4. And then I have Silk number 1 going for $5. I'll do that for $4 too. So if you grab them all together, what is it? 8 plus 5, 13. What do you say? Give me $10 to take all these books. $10 for all 3, Duke. That's just so I can move them now and don't have to think about them ever again. Batman Superman is off to Lorena. Lorena's in the house. Now, Lorena's a different story. I also think about Lorena often, too. I think about Lorena when I hear about how hard things are in the comic book industry. Because the way Lorena and I connected was she managed to find me online. She told me that her local comic shop had closed down. And so now I've been helping her plug gaps, and she's shopping with me as a result of that. So, Lorena, I'm always thinking of you as well. I think of all you guys because you guys are the key to me growing my business. I wouldn't have a business without you guys. And it's because of that I was able to really focus on what was important at C2E2. If I would have really pushed myself to sell out, I think I would have really I would have really disappointed myself unnecessarily. I would have burned myself out completely. And, now I don't have to worry so much. Steven Spock, what's up, man? All right. We are in desperate need of a commercial break. Bree, did we call that Dark Detective, by the way? Let me know. It's going for $2. Dark Detective 1. We're in need of a commercial break. We're going to come back, and then it's FOMO time, and then we're going to just keep going here. We're having a great night, so stick around. We'll be back.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today.
What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
There was a phone-in on Devil's Advocate. I would have loved to prank him and do some lines from Gross Point Blank. I forgot the lines that Hank Azaria said. Pooch pitcher, hound hitter. Dan Aykroyd was great in that movie. All right. To replace the books that we sold on the lower rack here, I have Ghost Rider Wolverine Weapons of Vengeance #1. We got a variant here of the Omega Edition. This is going to go for $10 tonight. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Eddie. I'm glad you're enjoying all the broadcasting on the experience. And that was yet another thing I was talking with Mel a lot about this weekend. As we're both broadcasters on this network, we're always thinking about what we can do to make our shows better, and what's most important is always to make sure you guys are having fun. And Mel and I had a really great conversation because he was doing for a long time what I'm doing now. So him watching me, fulfill orders and take care of invoicing, while we were going through this whole convention, it's like it was taking him back to a different time, because now he's managing Mog, and that's like his full-time job is making sure that she's staying on track with everything, and he's also trying to promote and doing all these things, finding guests. All this stuff takes time and energy, and it's a lot of work. We had really great conversations. I have Golden Rage #1 and #2. This is going to go for just $10. Jay and I talk more than my wife and I do. We have like 32 days of a row. So, wow, that's great. Ooh, no, I'm just kidding. Guys, I'm kidding. I love them both. Just kidding. Jay, you can't sleep for that. It's fine. I can take it. All right. It's FOMO time. Tori's like, it's FOMO time. I need to go to bed. Can we roll the video real quick?
It's FOMO time! What's that even mean anyway? Oh, is that what it means? I'm such a weirdo for missing out on these great deals!
All right. Okay. Sorry, up a little late tonight. Well, it's bedtime now. We're going to put you to bed with these FOMO books. Night! All right, we got Batman #145. We got a variant here by Yasmin Putri. 146, sorry. Yasmin Putri, Batman 146. This was a really freaking great issue. This is going to go for $8 today. $8 on Batman 146 variant. I have Spawn #6. This was a FOMO book from a couple weeks ago, but I came across another copy, and this one is going to go for just $10 today. The other one sold for $15. This one's going for $10. I got Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man. By the way, that Spawn book is the first appearance of Overkill. Batman 146 is off to James Patrick at 8. Outstanding. All right, I have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 78, going for $5. Really cool cover here. L. Milgram, Dr. Octopus, The Long Goodbye. We got a newsstand copy here going for $5. Here was a fun C2E2 find. Vision and the Scarlet Witch, number 1, going for $6 tonight. That's it. I sold an entire set of this 4-issue run around the time of WandaVision for $40. It's crazy. It was going for such crazy money. This issue 1 alone was like a $20 book. You could own it right now for $6. All right. Spidey's off to James. Fantastic Four, number 236. Barely John Byrne, going for $5. X-Men 149. Uncanny X-Men 149 going for $10 tonight. $10 on this. $10 on this. That I picked up from Jen King recently. Harley Quinn number 1. She's invading Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con. This is going to go for $10. Any polyps tonight, Jay? Oh. Guys, come on. Yeah, come on, Jay. You need to tune in. What's the deal here?
Look, okay. So yesterday on Comic Collectibles, we had this username, and they used every member of their family and then some, and they just kept putting, "I have polyps." They spammed it hundreds of times during the show.
Oh.
I kept having to ban the accounts, but it was Jesus's mom, Jesus's grandmother, Jesus's dog, stepsister. Like, this person just kept going down the list. It was hilarious.
Wow. That sounds like a quiet on set, all quiet on set, situation there. Right? Am I right? How come G.G. Allen hasn't appeared on anybody's chat on this show? His ghost. I know his brother's trying to sell shirts and stuff. How come his brother doesn't try and sell shirts on Kickin' It? Were we too good for him? It's really mean though, the polyps. Last FOMO book we got here is Scar number 1 by a variant cover by Darbo here. This is going to go for just $5 right now. Really beautiful cover. $5. Diddy Schneider fusion. All right, we got 5 FOMO books left. Claim them all. Let's get back to slinging the $2 books. We got Vision number 2. This is from Tom King's run, and number 3, going for $4. All right. James, just so you know, for free comic book day, I have a bunch of foils. I have foil FOMO, and it's going to be amazing. So make sure you tune in on Saturday for our free comic book day show. Foils galore, brother. For really, really insanely good prices. Thor God of Thunder and Vision is up. David Moore! We are selling like nobody's business tonight. I love it. I love it, baby. I got Daredevil number 273, 274. This is going to go for $4. Marvel Super Action, The Avengers number 29. That's going to go for $2. Spectacular Spider-Man number 208 and number 211. We're going to do the pair for $4. Aha, Duke. Tap it in. All right, Ghost Rider. Goes off to Duke. Thank you, Duke. Appreciate it. Daredevil 274. Ed, take care, man. Have a great night. Oh, thank you very much, Bree. I hope to see you on Free Comic Book Day. May the 4th be with you, and thank you for the early birthday wishes. I appreciate it. All right. Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme, number 4 and number 5 and number 6. This is going to go for $6. $6 on this set. I have Green Lantern number 10. This is a variant cover here from Grant Morrison's run. The variant is done by Care Andrews. This is a $6 book all day. $6 book, whatever. I've sold this book before. This is going to go for $2 right now, though. Wild Thing number 1 is going for $2. All right. What I'm about to show you is a you snooze, you lose situation. I kid you not. Pay attention right now. And if you're a Spawn fan, you got to act very fast because what I'm about to show is going to move very, very fast. All right? Let's get those claims first. He's got the Green Lantern. Got any other claims here? This is going to go fast. All right? I promise you guys this is going to go fast. Very early spawns. We have spawn number 14, number 17, number 21, and number 23. I promise you, I swear on everything that's holy, you will not find these books cheaper than where you're getting them right now on Kickin It, because I'm selling each one for $2. You want this whole spawn set? It's yours for $8. Each of these books is $5 a piece. Grab them right now. It's $8. James did it. Sorry, that couldn't even sit on the rack. That's gone. You snooze, you lose. Duke, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Duke. I appreciate you. Come on back anytime. You're always welcome on here. We love having you, buddy. Make sure you send in the form so that I can send you an invoice, all right? All right. Next set here. If you feel like you lost out on Spawn, don't be sad, okay? It's okay, okay? All right, because I got something here that's also awesome. I have, if you're a fan of the Spider-Man game, as much as I am, they did a comic series on it. And we got Spider-Man the Black Cat Strikes 2, and I have City at War 2, both going for $2 a piece. These are pretty hot books. $4 for the pair. Bree, if you're still watching, did I ever get an answer from you on whether or not you wanted that Dark Detective? Some hot stuff coming your way, guys. We still got plenty of time to go, too. All right. This box has pretty much got blown out tonight. It's awesome. I love it. More of the Spider-Man Gameverse stuff. We have City at War number 6. That's going to go for $2. Now, the Spider-Man game universe is different than the Spider-Man comic universe. It's a different Spider-Man. It's a different history. It's a different build-up. Everything is different. This comic series follows that. If you're a fan of the game, I think you're going to really enjoy these books here. I don't come across them often, certainly not at these prices. That's why I think you should pay attention to them and why you should grab them right now. Same with that Wild Thing number 1. That's an embossed cover with Venom and Carnage on it. That's a $5 book all day. You're getting it for $2. Spider-Man Velocity number 2 is going for $2. These are hot books, guys. Do not pass up on this. I have Daredevil 369 and 370 and 371. Something I want to tell you about this. These books do not pop up in collections often. Mid 300 Daredevils are a rare find. These are going to go for $6 right now. And this next set here is going to be even more rare. I have Weird Mystery Tales 9 going for $2. The Unexpected 190 is going for $2. Got some Gold Key coming up here. Gold Key Comics, we got Ripley's Believe It or Not, the Ghost Stories, going for $2. There's another one. True Ghost Stories. You can get, believe it or not, Ripley's Believe It or Not for $4. I have Yosemite Sam and Bugs Bunny, Bugs Garage, going for $2. All right, Keith playing those Daredevils, $369 and $370. So you still have $371. See what Heath is doing, guys? He's breaking up sets. If there's just one comic you need, I'm willing to help you out. I want you to have these books in the way that you're going to enjoy them for these great prices. Again, those Spawns, that was a nice pickup from James Patrick tonight. The fact that you guys showed up to support Indie is also really, really wonderful. You guys are fantastic. Okay, Sam. It's off to James. All right, I have Do You Dare Enter the House of Mystery, number 187, and number 253, and number 257, and number 261, and number 267. If you grab all of these books right now, that's $3, $5, it's $10 on all of them. $10 on all of these books. We got some Whitman comics now. Boris Karloff, Tales of Mystery, going for $2. I have The Secrets of Haunted House, number 13, going for $2. Scary Tales, number 17, from Charlton Press. Sorry. Charlton Comics, not Charlatan. Charlton Comics Group. That's going to go for $2. I have Ghost Stories, Grimm's Ghost Stories. That's going to go for $2. Unexpected 139 is $2. Number 189 is $2. 190 is $2. Grab them all for just $6. I have another unexpected. Nope. The Vault of Horror, number 26, $2. Haunted Love, number 1 is going to go for $2. Visit Ghost Manor If You Dare, number 36. That's going to go for $2. Haunted 1 and Haunted Love. Where's Wild Thing? David Moore's like, here I am, rock you like a hurricane. Mighty Thor number 8, $2. Thor 16 is $2. It's Legacy number 722. Grab them both, it's $4. Spectacular Spider-Man 238 is $2. Spider-Geddon, Spider-Girls number 3 is $2. Low grade on the DC horror books. They're not high grade books at all. That's why we're doing them at $2. They're just reader friendly copies, but you know they're all bagged and boarded. They're well preserved. I mean they're full books, but these have been beaten up, the mystery books. The Haunted House. Yeah, it's still like, I would say it's a BG on that. The Weird Mystery Tales. Yeah, it's another very, very, very good BG on that. Unexpected. These 3, yeah. BG on all these. They're not high grade books. If they were high grade books, they'd be selling for a lot more. I'll tell you that. Strike Force number 1 is $2. I have King Shazam number 1, that's $2. Iron Man Darkhold number 1 is $2. Mighty Thor 429, 437, 438, 465, 466. If you grab all of these books here, it is $10 for all of them. 10 for all. Fantastic Four, 305. 306. Number 312. Number 313. Number 314. And number 316. We're not done yet. We have number 333, 334, and 355. What a hell of a run here. 300s. Fantastic Fours, published in 87 at the twilight of the Copper Age. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 books here going for $18. $18 on these Fantastic Fours. Grab them while you can. Grab them while you can. Amazing Spider-Man number 31 going for $2. Astonishing Adventures number 2 is $2. I have Hawkeye Freefall number 4 going for $2. I have Catwoman 22 that's going for $2. We got a variant cover here. Vampire State Building number 3 is $2. Hellboy and the BRPD, the Seven Wives Club, that's going to go for $2. Star Wars The Mandalorian number 4 is $2. Batman number 8 is $2. Champions Outlawed number 1 is $2. I have The Goon number 4 going for $2. And then I have Southern Bastards 17 going for $2. See what we can fill up here. Take down our FOMO books. We got 4 FOMO books left. Give you guys another shot at claiming those books. We sold off half our FOMO books. Sold out of our Indie Spotlight book tonight. And have 4 copies left of, 4 FOMO books left. Mando Got Called by James Patrick. James. Very good. Cool. Steven Spock, we got a deal. If you got all the DC horror books at $1.50 a piece, you got a deal, sir. So that's $4.50 for this, plus $3, $4.50. $4.50 and $4.50 is $9. Plus 3, that's $12. $15 for all of it then. Is that if we're doing it at $1.50 a piece? Are we cool with that? Okay, Steven Spock, thank you so much. 15 on those. Yeah, no problem, Chuck. I got you. Well, that's excellent. And I am so looking forward, by the way, I already talked about this earlier. The mariachi music. Roberto's back. Hey, can we get some mariachi music in here? Please? Jay?
That's the best I got.
Roberto's back. How about this? If Roberto buys something now, we're going to play mariachi music by the end of the show. All right. Steven Spock, make sure that you thank you for picking up these books. Make sure that you fill out the form, the magic form builder, so I can send you guys an invoice. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you for the business. Best mariachi, Jay. Thank you. Yes, Jay is awesome. Okay, so I'm going to show the FOMO books off again. Chuck's heading to Illinois right now. Chuck is also coming with me to Free Comic Book Day this weekend. He's going to be working, selling his stuff. You guys will be able to buy Chuck's stuff on Free Comic Book Day. And you'll also be able to pick up stuff from other dealers, and you'll be able to buy from me as well. All right, so we got Uncanny X-Men 149. That's going to go for $10. I have Fantastic Four 236. That's going to go for $5. Spawn number 6 is $5. And Vision and Scarlet Witch number 1 is $6. I picked this up at C2E2. That was a C2E2 pickup. So those are the last 4 FOMO books we have in stock for tonight's show. And I'd like to sell out of all of them. I have Shield number 9 going for $2. Back to the Future number 1 is $2. Star Wars Adventures number 6, that is $2. Spawn gets claimed. We sold another FOMO book. 3 FOMO books left, and then there were 3. So I have a couple Fantastic Four books here on the rack. All of it from John Byrne era. By the way, Steven Spock, let me know if you want to throw on this Ghost Tale number 3 here for $3. Let me know if you'd be willing to throw that on. I've been trying to sell that forever. Okay, Back to the Future. Soft chains. All right. Demonetized for doing. You couldn't play mariachi music. And why were you playing mariachi music on Onrie's show? I could just see the call right now. Kyle would be so pissed off. It would not be funny. You don't want to see an angry Kyle. It's kind of like you don't want to see an angry Fabrice Sapolsky either. That's why I always come up to Fabrice and I say, a happy Fabrice is a happy Fabrice. Hey. All right. I got Fantastic Four 235, 236, and 237. If you grab all 3 of these books here right now, I'm willing to do something spectacular for you. This whole set would be $15 normally. I would do it all right now for $12. $4 a piece. I'm knocking $1 off each one. I want to move all of these Fantastic Four books. So if you're looking for some John Byrne, fine plus very fine Fantastic Four books here, you're getting them at really good prices. Fantastic Fours goes up. All right. Hey, he's got to do it. He's got to do the mariachi music. Come on, Jay. All right, there we go. All right, actually, Roberto always messages me now when I'm at a convention. So like I said, every time I go to a con, I feel like you guys are with me out there. And Roberto said to me very poignantly when I was at the convention, I took it very seriously. I just stopped what I was doing. He said, no sitting, damn it. And I was like, oh. I was actually getting ready I could use a good sit right about now. And then all of a sudden I see this text, no sitting, damn it. I'm like, oh. Oh, fiddlesticks. The Japanese, those goldfish, those sandal-wearing goldfish tenders. You guys know what that's from. All right, we have 2 FOMO books left. Vision and Scarlet Witch, number 1, part of a 4-part series, going for $6. Uncanny X-Men, number 149, is going to go for $10. That's it. After these 2 books sell, our FOMO books are gone. I'm going to keep them here so that you guys can see them for the rest of the show. I really want our FOMO books to just go. Everything must go, go, go! I'm going to say this is a fine. Yeah, this is a fine. You're probably, it's definitely a mid-grade copy, Roberto. There's a tear at the top over here, right across the fold here, but it's, it's there. I don't think you would have any problems with the grading on it. The spine of the book looks pretty good. I don't know. It's definitely not. It's definitely past VG. I would say this is just fine. It's not fine plus. It's just a fine book. You're looking at something probably around like a 5 or a 6. Probably a 6. All right, X-Men. Off to James. All right, now we got one last one. But I will tell you this, Roberto. That Vision and Scarlet Witch, this book's in really good shape. The last FOMO book, this is a really clean, direct edition copy, and it's going to go for 6. Yeah, Chuck, you're FOMO for Onrie. And I'll tell you guys right now, Chuck really helped me figure out the right mental attitude for me to have at C2E2, because he's seen me in this show, and he's seen me at my worst at this show, which was last year. And granted, that was when I was going through the heat of my divorce, and a lot of things were going on. And most of the time when I was going to cons in the past and selling out, it was always this desire to prove my value to someone who didn't see my value. And once I kind of realized the bigger picture, which is, hey, even if I don't have the best show in the world's not going to end. It's going to continue rotating. And that was the year when I had a really good C2E2, and here I was being all crabby and everything. Chuck was the guy who said, hey, Onrie, you should come to the show and just go buy comics. Go treat yourself. And so that's exactly what I did on Sunday. Before the show opened, I got there at 8:30. I got there super early, and I decided to shop. Before, Chuck and we were shopping for the show, and he was helping me pick out some stuff. He was helping me with a little bit of curation. This time I was shopping for me, and shopping for me put me in a much better mental space. I was able to focus more on what I was there to do, and I remember why I love this business so much. I love hunting for new things. And yes, I did buy some things for you guys as well, but I was primarily there to buy for me on Sunday. So, tough fiddlesticks. So we got that Vision Scarlet Witch. That's one of those books that I bought for you guys. And it is a very clean copy. And it is just going for $6. That's it. Not making a lot of money on this book, though I have sold it for a lot of money. When the TV show came out, this was a $20 book. Kid you not. West Coast Avengers 50 was it 50? Or 50? No, that was the Human Torch one. What was it? West Coast Avengers 57, I think. 45, sorry. Yeah, 45. That was like a $2 book no one cared about at all. At all. Thank you, James Patrick. We were sold out of our FOMO books. So that was a $2 book no one cared about until the penultimate episode of that show. Turns out we had a copy of Avengers, West Coast Avengers 245, and we were able to sell it for, I think, $50. It was selling at $100, but we're talking about a book that was like $2 that shot up to $50 overnight. That was crazy. And to be honest with you, I was hoping I would never be the guy to say this, but I don't think that's ever going to happen again. That's why I'm willing to let that book go at such a low price. And even so, let's just say it doesn't. Let's say it shoots up in value again, which it can. Inflation drives up value of comics too. Well, the reason why I didn't do a lot of buying at C2E2 is McCormick Place charges more for everything now, which means that's going to drive up the price of comics for dealers. They're not going to be able to sell so many cheap comics over there. Like, I'll tell you right now, the Fan Expo Chicago show that happens during the summer, that's a much better show to go for deals. And whether I get into that show or not, I'm definitely going to be there to buy a bunch of stuff. And I'm looking forward to it, one way or another. Yeah, it's that's where you go and buy. And sometimes you can't necessarily buy at certain shows. So I decided at C2E2, I was just going to buy for me because I wouldn't spend as much money on myself because I'm a cheap ass. I don't want to spend a lot of money on myself. Learning not to be a cheap ass, but I'm actually putting aside money for my trip to Mile High because I really want to buy a lot of stuff over there. All right. The Jendi. Indie Jedi. Inji. He is a Jedi. Yeah, you totally should. Get the robe and everything, Chuck. That'll be badass. Give him a lightsaber. I'm totally down with that. Chuck deserves it. We had a real good time with Mog and Mel, Chuck. It was a really great show. Everybody was really sad that you weren't here this weekend. Injustice number 7. I'm really looking forward to seeing you this weekend, buddy. Injustice number 7 is going for $2. Cosmic Scoundrels number 5 is $2. I have Harley Quinn number 6 going for $2. Biff to the Future number 6 is $2. We had a FOMO sellout tonight, guys. That's awesome. This gives me hope. Look at this. We sold a lot of comics tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. We got about 12 minutes left. All-Star Batman number 12 is going to go for $2. And I got The Mighty Thor and the Unworthy Thor Generations going for $2. And Turok number 1 is going to go for $2. Oh, that's awesome. What Iron Man is that on the right rack? That's the Darkhold Iron Man going for $2, Roberto. Let me know if you want to throw that on. It's a good book. It's part of the connecting variants. That could be like a $5 to $10 book right there. All right, Thor gets clean. Wait, which Thor are we claiming? Are we claiming the Generations or are we claiming the Thor set that I have here? All these Ron Friends covers. All right, let's get back to Roberto. Roberto, I got you. Okay, Generations goes off to Heath. All right. I just want to talk about these Thor books for a minute because I don't want you guys to just think, hey, Onrie's just got another set of Thor books here. These are Ron Friends Thor books here, and these books are totally worth checking out. We have 429, 437, 438, 465, and 466. These covers are dynamic. Thor fighting Juggernaut, I'm in. Him fighting Quasar, I'm in. Him looking like he's ready to perform on Broadway, I'm in. The Super Skrull and him fighting Drax, come on. This is what great comics are made of. $10 on this entire set. All these books are bagged and boarded too. Yeah, this is a steal. Thank you, James. We moved some comics tonight. Let me tell you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anything I was telling myself the whole time while I was at C2E2, I'm like, just sit down. 3:00 on Sunday. It was the hardest. That last 2 hours is when I am the least patient. That's when I really want to just get up and go. I don't want to be there anymore. I've already worked. I'm so used to selling through everything. And I wasn't doing that. There was no freaking way that was going to happen. However, there was a chance that I could sell out of Fallen Avenger and Hunter and Destroyer and some of my Warline variants. And then I was thinking about it, and I'm like, who cares? If I can just get one more copy of each of these books out there, one more set. That's all that matters. And those last 2 hours, that's what it was all about. Because I was thinking to myself, this show is going to end wherever it ends. But after I get through that show, I'm going to come back and I'm going to be with you guys. That's what got me through it all. All right, what Daredevil's on the left? Daredevil 371 going for $2. Just $2. Late 300 Daredevils. Those are hard to find. I don't come across those often. Yes, you guys have totally been crushing with claims tonight. I love you all. Thank you. And I will be back for Free Comic Book Day. So Free Comic Book Day, come check me out on my channel. I'm going to be doing a 5-hour live stream. Chuck Pino's going to be with me. We're going to be coming at you live from North Shore Comics in Northbrook. And there are going to be multiple dealers over there, and we are going to be working together and selling you comics for great prices. We're going to have a great, great time. I have the Newsboy Legion and Boy Commander Special #1. That's going to go for $2. Time and Vine #1 going for $2. Dude, it's going to be crazy. Absolutely. I was thinking about doing a spawn booting for it. Maybe at this time that I'm like, taking off tomorrow and Thursday, I might actually think about doing a spawn booting. A special Free Comic Book Day spawn booting. What do you guys think? Bring them back for one last time. Wow, Chuck's got 2 FOMO books that he's brought for you guys. Free comic booting day. Jay calls it. I have Redneck #5 going for $2. Condition on the Spidey book, Leonard, I'm going to say is fine plus, maybe a very fine on that. Fine plus is usually a 6.5 or up. You get this pressed and cleaned. You have Roberto press and clean this. You might be looking at something as high as an 8.0. So let me know if you're interested in grabbing that. And Roberto, I just realized there was 2 more Daredevils. We got 371, but I also have 273, which is also going to go for $2. So Daredevil 273 and 371. Ooh, awesome. Batman Death Metal 1. I might actually buy that from you, Chuck. James, you're claiming the Amazing Spider-Man. Since Leonard was asking about this, I'm going to have to give him the first right of refusal. So, Leonard, just let me, if you don't claim this book by the end of the show, it's going to go to James. He's claiming that. Okay. Both Daredevils are off to Roberto. Got you, sir. You guys are totally killing it with the claims tonight. You guys really missed me. And I miss you guys too. We have found the perfect night for me to be on the experience. Really great. All right. So, Amazing Spider-Man, Leonard has to claim it. If not, it's going off to James. Newsstand Tech 575. Tech 575, which is Tech 575. What is Tech 775?
Do you have a Detective 575 up there?
Do I? I don't have a Detective 575. Do I? Where is it? I have Dark Detective 1. Yeah, I don't have a Detective 575. What are you referring to, dude? All right. James has taken Amazing Spider-Man 245. Thank you, sir. Chuck, we'll see. We'll see. I might take it. Let me know which book you're talking about. Whip away. Leonard, what are you doing on Free Comic Book Day? Are you working? I have Ultimates 2, number 100, going for $2. I have Edge of the Venomverse number 3 going for $2. All right, this is the end of our show. And here's the deal right now. I want to try and move off these last few books here. Don't forget, we got that the Marvel's Project 1 through 8 going for $25. That's the full run right there. And we got the Prince Namor the Submariner 4-parter going for $10. And Golden Rage going for $10 as well. All right. I'm going to make a lump sum offer on these books here, and we're closing out tonight's show. We have Justice League 67 going for $5. Lady Pendragon 1 is $4. Silk number 1 is $5. Hulk number 286 is $3. Ghost Castle 3 is $3. Elvira meets Lovecraft. We have the Elvira cosplay cover, Elvira cover, $10. Deadpool versus Gambit 1 is going to go for $5. Night Stalkers 1 is $5. MD number 3, we'll do that for $3. And Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and Cleo going for $5. Oh, cool. Awesome. All right, so we got 5, 4, that's 9, 13, 16, 19, 29, 34. 34 plus 5 is 39, 42, 47. I got $47 worth of books here. How about I just do all this right now for, say, $30? $30 for the rest of the bottom rack books here. $30. These are all yours. That's my last deal for the night. I'm going to give you guys just a minute. And if you don't claim it, then that's it. This show is over. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Be sure to tune in. We're going to be live for 5 hours on Saturday, slinging dollar comics, going through other stuff. We're going to go through 4 rounds of FOMO books. We're going to sell all kinds of stuff. We're going to have a really great time. And if you spend $50 with me, you get a free comic book day bundle deal. All right, Namor's off to James. You get a free comic book day bag, and Pete will fill that up for you with a bunch of stuff, and I will send it along with your order. That's a good question, Boyd Weller. I don't know when I'll go to the bathroom. Question is, I don't think I can go to the bathroom. Well, Chuck's going to be there. Chuck will take over for me when I need to go to the bathroom. And I'll just pee on Chuck's back and say it's rain. And then he'll look at me and he'll say, hey, don't piss on my back and tell me it's rain. And I'll say, hey, sorry. I would never do that to you, Chuck. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even suggested that. The mental image of that, I know, is really inappropriate. I apologize. The last thing that should happen tonight is me get canceled. And I deserve it. This is like an all quiet on set incident here. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I apologize. Don't piss off the Canadians. Yes, this is true. And our maple syrup. All right, guys. Thank you so much for shopping with me today. I appreciate you. I love all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping Warline get the nomination for the Heroic Awards. Thank you for answering my visions for C2E2 and helping me get through that tough show, because I knew tonight was going to be a good show, and we had a great show tonight. Thank you. I love all of you. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you next week. Actually, you won't see me next week because I'm leaving town next week. You'll see me the week after next week. I will be back. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
We know you probably get a lot of emails, but could you please make sure to sign up for our mailing list? We We don't send a lot of emails, and we try not to bother you. We just want to give you the best information about all the cool stuff that's going on around here. Sign up on our website, theexplive.com.